Yo, it's the poor man's live stream here. I had to use, using somebody else's music, but y'all know what time it is. Once again, we are here with another episode of the Cuffing Reason Show, and I am your host, Mr. J.R. Wisdom. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. For those of you who are tuning in, y'all know the usual. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Shout out where you checking in from. Go ahead and comment in the chat. All my moderators, let's get it. We're gonna have another excellent night tonight, guys. I look forward to fellowshipping with you guys uh, this evening. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So with that being said, man, I got a special guest. Y'all may have seen her, you may not have seen her, but it is what it is. This beautiful young lady, she seems to, hopefully she has a lot to say tonight and has a lot to put you guys up on. And maybe you guys may find the love of your life. Maybe she may find the love of her life, but at the end of the day, don't be afraid to shoot your shot, man. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's bring this wonderful young lady on here. Let's get it. Welcome, Bianca. How are you doing this
I'm
evening?
good, Jay. How are you?
I'm living the greatest day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for asking. So you're looking wonderful as usual. I think I said that a few times tonight. Looking quite glorious.
Thank you.
Where are you calling in from tonight? I know I'd be asking you that a lot. You might be because you be traveling a lot. So I figured I'd ask you where you calling in from tonight to be exact.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Never been to Ohio, but I heard a few things about it. Getting it in Ohio, moving different things. Everything good over there?
Everything's real good over here. It's
Yeah.
cold. It's cold, but it's good.
Oh, it's cold up there.
It's kind of cold.
It's cold in the house right now.
Yes.
Sheesh. So I know you've been on. You made a few guest appearances here a few times, but I don't think we really gotten into your background, and I'm glad to have you on the Cuff and Reason show, for
Thank
sure.
you. I'm happy to be
So
here.
thank you. I hope we learn a lot about you tonight, some things that you may not know, and because many people on my channel are aware of you, but they probably don't know more in depth things that I hope that we'll be covering tonight. So
Okay.
that being said, we're gonna get right into it. So Bianca, I know, and for people who may be following you, you're a very business oriented person.
Yes.
What is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know much, but I can see that, for sure. Outside of
What
being
can you say about that?
outside of Capricorn or was it a Libra? I think I can definitely see a Leo in terms of that. Are you tend to be I know you have a different way of looking at things that's not necessarily the thought process of traditional females when they talk. When I say traditional, I mean like what we normally hear. I don't mean like a traditional woman, like a Proverbs 31 woman, which I don't know if we could get into all that tonight, but you have some very strong opinions on some topics. So the Leo part, only thing that comes to mind is that in a relationship you may be the one wearing the pants. Is that true?
I don't think so.
No, not at
No.
all.
I think
Okay.
Leo women do require a special man to be able to be with them. Notable Leo women such as Holly Berry,
Oh
J
shit.
Lo.
Please stop right now. Go ahead. Not Holly Berry and
I
J-Lo.
mean, so we can be a handful because we tend to be powerful women, and so it takes a very secure man to be with us.
Okay. And what kind of characteristics should this man typically possess that when he's to deal with the Leo woman?
I personally think a man that's very confident, not just in himself, but he answers to a higher power. Um, you know, when we meet a man that is very confident, not just because he thinks he's confident, but he knows that he is God led, that's attractive and admirable to us. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer, that they're going to figure it out. Very intellectually stimulating, takes leadership and initiative. Yeah.
Okay. So that's basically God led needs to be. So this can't be a weak dude, basically, at the end of the day.
No, not at all.
Got it. I'm gonna get off that because I see this maybe we may stay on this for a while, but basically this dude needs to have some cojones on him, and he needs to. I don't even want to say handle because I hate using that term handle in terms of that, like handling. Who needs to be handled except an animal? You know what I mean? So I don't definitely like using that. So have you so what's the sign that's basically goes, because I don't know in terms of these sign things, so I'm asking for Leo. What's basically compatible with Leos? For
I'm
the
not
fellas
really
that's
into
listening.
signs that much, so I really don't know for
Okay.
sure. But I think it's Sagittarius, Libra, Aries. Even though I would stay far away from Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the main ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna get off that. I just figured for all the spiritual people, I know there's probably gonna be some people in the comments saying, "Is this? And it's the Earth sign, or is this? It's an animal. It goes with animal. I don't know, man. Anyway, so you are a Leo, entrepreneurial spirit, entrepreneurial woman. In fact, so do you prefer to date guys that are on that same realm, or would you date like a regular 9 to 5 dude?
Um, Personally, I don't care if they're. I shouldn't say I don't care. I prefer someone that's an entrepreneur, because typically they understand the life of an entrepreneur, which is very different than a 9 to 5er. A nine to
Mm-hmm.
fiver is used to structure, a regular paycheck. They tend to have more of a rigid way of thinking versus an entrepreneur. We're kind of like a hustle mentality, get it done however you want to get it done. We run by our own clock. We kind of have our own rules to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do a 9 to 5, but an entrepreneur would probably be even more attractive to me.
Okay. So that's your preference then, basically.
Yeah, that's my preference.
Okay. So I asked you that. I didn't even start off with where, like, so are you originally from Columbus?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, born and raised, grew up there, things like that.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Why do you say it like that?
Because it's cornfields here and it's cold.
Yeah, I didn't want to say all that, but I heard that that's kind of like most of Ohio is that way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So born and raised, grew up there, and you lived there your whole life.
pretty much.
Okay. So what's your background? I guess you're in aesthetics as well as what's some other things that you got going on?
So I'm in the beauty industry,
Mm-hmm.
and my degree is in dance education and business administration.
Okay.
So I used to be a professional ballet dancer. So I have a very heavy performing arts background,
Okay.
and went to theology school as well.
Is that
I
so?
have two different businesses. One is an online business. I sell contact lenses, and then I have some Airbnbs.
Okay.
And I'm trying to do international business.
Okay.
And now I do life coaching.
So you sell contact lenses?
Yes.
I've never even heard it. I mean, I never heard of someone that actually sells them, but man. So Airbnb, so you're in the real estate, you're an investor, contact lens, life coach, and is that it for the list? Or you got more
And
stuff?
then I also am in the beauty industry, and I train people.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So all around. So how long have you been hustling like that?
I would say I began my entrepreneur career back in 2009.
Mm-hmm. 2009. So you've been
Mm-hmm.
a little over 10 years deep in that.
Yeah.
So I know you've alluded to this on probably other shows. So you've been previously married?
Yes,
Okay.
twice.
These men, and you already know. But anyway, these men that you were married to, were they more so like the guys that you described earlier, the guy that you preferred?
Not at all.
So you learned this afterwards,
Um,
like what your preference was, or
I think it was it wasn't that I learned it afterwards. I think you have a idea of what you want, but
Mhm.
in life you realize that there's not anyone perfect, so you tend to compromise on what you want when you're younger
Right,
versus when you're older and you're kind of like, I ain't compromising, I ain't settling for
right,
nothing.
right. Did you get married pretty early?
No, I wouldn't say I got married early. I got married in college, shortly after I graduated.
So early mid 20s.
Yes.
Okay, married twice, and you have kids.
I have four,
4 kids. So
two by
married.
each marriage.
Hey, you went ahead and said it, so I wasn't gonna ask you, but hey, she just threw it out there, fellas. 2 by each. She had all of her children while while she was married. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel you. So you've been divorced. How long have you been divorced so far?
It's going on 3.5 years, 4.
So basically, fresh, not newly, but pretty much it's fresh. It's not like you've been divorced for like years.
But
So
but remember, some people are like divorced before they get divorced.
yeah, that wasn't you.
That was me.
You were divorced before you were divorced.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say now, because I don't want to attempt to read your mind, but I guess what you're inferring is that, was it over when I say over before then? Were you guys separated, or were you already dating while you were still married? Is that what you're saying?
Um, we were separated.
Y'all were separated. So that's what you mean in terms of you were divorced before you were divorced.
Yeah.
Okay. And was that some years as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start dating, like during this time when you guys were separated, or
Not really, sorta. I guess one person.
right, right,
I
right.
wouldn't call that dating. I kind of, you got that rebound person that,
Yeah.
Captain save, I want to save you and you fall for them type of thing.
Okay.
But not really dating. I tried to wait till like everything was final, but I would say yeah, one person.
Mm. So was it a completely different experience for you? Was it something new, or you were just rebounding? What was going on during that time?
I would say it was just having a support mechanism. I never really thought of it being like something super serious that
Yeah.
would lead to something. It was what it was.
Got it. Yeah, you very like, yeah, it was just a rebound. I understand that. So after that, so when 3 years it being final, have you learned more about yourself? And as far as, when I say being out in these fields, I don't mean that in a negative thing, but being out in these fields of dating, is it like what you imagined it to be, or what are your thoughts on that? Dating.
Um, I feel like I've been married almost half my life,
Right.
and I didn't date a lot before getting married,
Hmm.
so this is a totally new experience for me. Um, with the whole dating situation.
Hmm.
And it doesn't seem to be good.
No.
It seems to be more obstacles and challenges.
What do you think is the biggest challenges dating? I
I
don't know if
think
this is just a.
that people have baggage
Uh-huh.
that they aren't willing to be healed, and so they bring that as a filter when they're trying to date other people. And so it's hard to date when you're looking through a filter of your past hurt and pain. you end up penalizing everybody else, subsequently.
Do you fall in that same category too?
I would say in the beginning I was
You
that way.
You were that way.
So I was one of those people.
Got you. Now, is this an exclusive Columbus thing, or have you noticed this? Because I noticed you like to travel. Have you noticed this other places in terms of dating? I know you hit the mute button. Yeah, there you go.
I feel like it's all over. I don't think it's just Columbus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people experience this all over. I mean, I travel a lot and I talk to people a lot. Everybody experiences similarities.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to date. It really is. You think that it's greener on the other side, and we lie to ourselves, and we buy into our lies and our fantasies and all that type of stuff.
Right. So 3 years divorced. How old are you now currently? If you don't mind me asking.
42.
42 years old. So 39 was around the time. 38, 39. Or even 40 when you got married, because I don't know. Your birthday's in July? Is your birthday in July?
Huh?
Is your birthday in July?
August.
August. So yeah. So okay. So I guess around 40, you got divorced in terms of that. So these issues, a lot of unhealed folks out there, a lot of folks with baggage and things like that. At this point in your life, because I think we talked about this previously, other than you just basically saying the type of man that would fit well with you, what would be the ideal man at this point in your life? If he was looking
I
if he was
think the
looking to date
ideal man would be somebody who has a very strong spiritual foundation,
you. Mhm.
but also is very realistic and human, and able to admit that we make mistakes, but at the same time, striving to grow and learn and live life.
Mhm.
Someone who is very thoughtful, spontaneous,
Yeah.
family oriented, um, gets enjoyment from helping others.
Mhm.
Shall I continue?
That's cool. I think we get the picture here. Before I go on to the next question, guys, real quick, we got the beautiful Bianca here on the Cup and Reasons tonight. Y'all see it. You see it. You see it. Hit that like button, guys. We did have like 50 in here just now. It's 41 watching, 30 likes. It should be at least 50 likes right now, guys. Hit that like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. I see y'all chattering in the chat room here. You know what I'm saying? You got the link. Click the link if you bold instead of doing all that chattering there. Hit that link and call in. So it should be 50 likes right now. You know what I'm saying? No excuse. Go ahead and do that. So Bianca, so you just described that. So aesthetically, what would this man look like, or what preferably, you know?
I hate answering this kind of question, because honestly, the integrity and the character for me is first and foremost.
Okay.
So if their spirituality and their character, their funny, their integrity, their principles are similar to mine, that'll trump anything else. Now, I'm not going to downplay attraction, because I know attraction is very real.
Right. Facts.
I will say there's certain features that I like, and they're similar to my dad. So I would say I'm used to men who have thick hair, and straight teeth,
Mm-hmm.
very structured jawline. I love structured jawlines.
Okay.
So if they
Continue.
have like straight teeth, structured jawline, very thick hair, even if I guess it doesn't matter the hair because I've dated someone that has been bald or whatever. I guess it's just how you present yourself. That's why I say it's not really a specific. If they have eyes that smile, I love eyes that smile that are
Okay.
bright. Yeah, I don't really have a height requirement as long as they, we see eye to eye. As long as they're not shorter than me, I'm
How tall are
okay.
you, Bianca?
I'm 5'5".
You're 5'5". So for the fellas that's watching, and I know people who haven't seen your Instagram or your TikTok, what are your measurements?
Huh?
I said for the people who don't know you from Instagram or haven't seen your TikTok or seen you on YouTube, what are your measurements? I know you're sitting down.
My measurements?
Yeah.
I like how much I weigh.
I didn't ask you how much you weighed. I'm just asking your measurements. You can tell. I mean, if you want to
I
say how
don't
much you
know
weigh,
my measurements. All I know is I wear a size 6.
she's a size 6, fellas. So size 6. How much you weigh?
I weigh 142.
So you said you were 5'5". You said
Mm-hmm.
5'5", 142, size 6. Anyway, her stuff is linked in and down there, so you guys can check her out. So she was like, I don't know my measurements. Hey, I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Anyway,
look at my measurements because I don't. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah.
I can dig it. So you a dude with some thick hair. He need a
Well,
strong
he
jaw.
doesn't necessarily have to have hair. I'm not a beard person. But I do appreciate men with beards that keep their beard. I'm very, what's the word? It has to look clean and well put together. So whether it's dreads, whether it's a beard, it just has to look clean. I'm very much of a clean type of person.
So
But
you
at
you
the
you need
same
a
time,
go
I
ahead.
could go for a Beach Boy look. I that's why I hate saying specifics
So it's
because
just
it's not
how to
really
do
specific
how
with
to do
me.
run up on you. So how
Huh?
you so it just depends on how he runs up on you, his approach. You know what I'm saying? He could be well kempt or disheveled at the same time.
Yeah, it really depends on his approach, his swagger, his whole verbal game, all of that, like mentality. Yeah, the physicality comes after all that other stuff.
Mm, I can
I
dig
don't. I will say I cannot date an overweight dude.
it. So what's the weight? So he can't be overweight, as in morbidly obese. Can he be a few pounds over? What's up?
He can't have a beer belly, and I don't want any guy that has male boobs.
So he can't. So he can't have the moobs, and he can't have the beer gut. Okay.
No beer belly, no male boobs, because I keep my body all the way right. Okay, all
Okay.
the way right,
Okay.
curves and all. And if I
Yeah.
work this hard to look good at 42, then I'm not trying to be with somebody that don't work just as hard. And health reasons why.
Got you. So you're not a fan of the dad bod.
No, I'm not a fan of the dad bob because guess what? You ain't a fan of the mom bob.
Oh man, the bod.
Bob, whatever you want
Yeah.
to. You ain't a fan of the mom bob, so why should I be a fan of the dad bod?
Hey, I get it. It's your preference. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to give no
But
reasoning.
again, it's not saying I wouldn't give somebody the time of day because I would,
Right.
but I would love somebody that matches what I look like.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
If the other stuff was in alignment, none of that would really matter.
None of it matters as long as everything
But
else
I
is
still, yeah, it would matter to a certain extent because I can't see myself ever dating somebody that's overweight. I can't because for me,
mm,
I would always be like, "Will you put that food down?" I would, yeah, because I'm a dancer at heart, and I
yeah.
would be looking at them eating, and being getting mad.
Right. Okay. Okay. So fellas, you got that. She will work with you if you her height. You know what I'm saying? He can't be shorter than you. Is that what you said? Or he can't be
Right?
shorter.
No, I dated shorter than me, and I couldn't do it. I dated shorter than me once.
Got you. So
He
fellas,
had a
get you.
Napoleon complex, and I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. So fellas, you 5'5", get you some inserts. If you at like 5'3" or 5'4", get you some inserts in them shoes. You know what I'm saying? If you in shape though, you good, but you just gotta work on that height. You know what I mean? So what are some so for a man that's wanting to approach Bianca, or be in a relationship with you, what are some deal breakers? Other than what you said in terms of the overweight and the height, what are some deal breakers?
I don't date men that have cheated if they've been married before. I prefer somebody who's been married before. If they've been married before, I prefer that. I don't prefer to date a man that has never been married. I don't
Okay.
prefer to date a man who has no kids. I'd rather them have been married before, have had kids. That's my preference. Deal breakers for me is if you cheated on your wife before, don't try to come to me because no, it's a no for me. That's a deal breaker.
So I
If
can't. They
we,
can't lie.
huh?
They can't lie. I mean, what's up?
Lie.
Yeah, they can't lie and say that. Hey, it was an amicable split. You know,
I mean, people
no.
lie all the time.
Right?
But if I find out that you cheated, don't talk to me. I don't want a cheater.
Mm,
I ain't never cheat on my mate, so I don't want to be with somebody who thinks that's okay.
got you. So just
So
don't tell
that
you.
leaves my pool down to this much.
So as
Um,
long as you don't know, you good. But yeah, go ahead. I got you. Yeah.
and deal breakers for me, I have to have someone who believes in Jesus Christ. So yeah,
What do you
if
mean
we're gonna
believe
be
in Jesus
together, we
Christ?
have to believe the same.
So he has to believe in Jesus Christ
Yes,
as his Lord and Savior, or just Jesus Christ?
as Savior, we have to believe the same.
As so Jesus Christ, he has to believe that Jesus Christ is his Lord and Savior.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. Then.
That's a deal breaker
So
for me because I
you
feel like
wouldn't. So
that's
if he's
very
Jewish,
essential in a relationship to kind of have similar beliefs. And like I have friends all day long that believe differently, and we're friends. But
mm-hmm.
I think when you're talking about a relationship, it's something different. So for me, that's a deal breaker. Like I don't think I can be in a relationship with somebody that we don't believe the same. The other thing is if you have like a porn addiction or a drug addiction, that's absolute like deal breaker for me. Like it's a no. If you've ever had a domestic violence thing on your case, that's a definite no.
Damn.
Um, a felony, I ain't doing none of that. None of that.
So if he got if so, what if he like to watch porn?
It's a no for me.
It's
That's
so you can't watch
why I
porn.
said I'm okay with dying single. It's a no for me. It's a
So
no.
he can't watch porn. He can't watch. He got to believe it. I'm just clear. I'm not. I'm just naming these things off so the fellas understand. So you gotta you gotta cut out the fapping, fellas. Um, you gotta believe in Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can't have a felon. You can't have a felony.
It depends. Yeah. Yeah. When I say felony, it depends. I guess it depends on the situation because I know some people who have felonies who were wrongfully charged. So for me, it all depends.
Shit, you got a felony DUI. After if you get enough of them jokers, you know what I'm saying, and turn your life around, give it to Christ. I mean, hey, if you believe in Jesus Christ, I mean, you gotta. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
It's all about
No, it
forgiveness.
all depends. I'm all about watching for patterns.
Got you. So, does he have to meet a certain income requirement? Because I know you racked up over there. Does he have to meet a certain income requirement?
Um, to me, I don't really think there's a certain income requirement. I think it is more about ambition level. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Like if he's making 50 grand a year, but his ambition level is there and I can see that he can grow to something, or you know what I mean? Like I'm cool with that.
Okay. So 50 grand. I saw you throw that out. So fellas, you gotta make at least 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? You ain't messing with no. So minimum wage is out the question.
Oh,
If he got it,
definitely. Especially at this age, you can't be 40 something and making minimum wage.
what if he's 30? So that goes to my next question. So minimum wage is out the question. Is there an age preference that you're gonna a window that he needs to be
It's all
within?
maturity doesn't come with age, it comes with the acceptance of responsibilities. So if he has responsibilities on the same level as I do, then we can talk.
Okay, so if he's 25 and he's responsible, you guys can talk.
If he's 25 and he has responsibility in owning businesses like I do, we can
Okay.
talk.
Okay. So let's clarify this though, right? So what's the age? So what's the lowest age you're willing to date?
25.
So 25. And for the old heads that's watching, what's the oldest?
Mm.
68?
Maybe
What?
maybe 50, 56.
So 50, 56. Okay. So from 25, so basically 30-year gap. So you got a 30-year window of dating right there. 25 to 56. So fellas, if you're 57, you SOL. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty decent window you got going there, Bianca. As long as he's responsible, he has an entrepreneurial spirit, and he's making 50K, you willing to work with him, okay? And you said that he can have kids. Is there a maximum amount of kids?
For me, again, I'm basing this off of my own experience. I had my children in marriage. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So, and I have 4 kids. If he has his children in marriage, I don't have a problem. But if you got 50 baby mamas, you ain't part of the pool.
So you don't care how many kids he got, as long as he had them while he was married.
If he had them while he was married and he's handling his responsibilities, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. So fellas, she's not being that difficult. You guys are in the chat talking about how dare she ask for these things. She's willing she's willing to work with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you asking questions that I already answered, super chat it. And while we're at it, real quick, guys, we have 80 people watching, so there should be 80 likes right about now. Hit that like button if you guys are in here. It helps to promote the video. We have the beautiful Bianca here tonight, entrepreneurial, spirited woman that has I'm not gonna say that, but she's a beautiful woman
I see
that
them talking bad about me
no,
in
I was gonna
here.
say she has a you have who's a follower of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying, that you guys have to be up on that type of time if you want to get any of Bianca's time at the end
That's
of the
so
day.
funny. I see all these comments in here. It's hilarious. Bridesmaid, never a bride. But I get proposed to almost every year. So, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah, I mean you already know. Yo, hit that like button, guys. 80. Let's run it up to 80 likes. Y'all know what it is. So he can have some kids as long as he can't have multiple baby mamas. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. So if he approached you and he's like already proposed and you accept his proposal, but he's like, Bianca, I want more kids. Is that something that you'd be up for?
No, I got that fixed. I don't want any more kids.
Okay, so got it. Say less. So guys, if you got kids, that's cool. But if you want more, if you want more kids, hey, but you can still have a good time, see the world, enjoy, you know, and just get on that spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? This woman is providing some excellent qualities to you guys. You know, I'm not being facetious either. I'm speaking because they're like, oh, you're laying it on thick, Jr. Nah. So where you're getting a lot of very pretties in here, very pretty. Some people are saying they're in love, Bianca. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what her
So
information. Go ahead.
someone said that I'm over the hill. It wasn't. I'm not over the hill. I'm very fertile, myrtle. I just chose that I don't want to have no more kids. I'm trying to live my life at the end of my life and enjoy it.
Damn.
I'm not trying to raise a baby.
I hear you. She's being selfish, JR. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So no kids. All right, we got that. So we got the age, we got the income out the way, we got the, you know, what your preferences in terms of the man. So intimacy.
Oh God.
I know you've talked about this several times on your channel. What are your thoughts when you're in a relationship with a man, or whether it be premarital, marital, dating? What are your thoughts on intimacy, and how do you interact in terms of intimacy with your
This is a
partner?
heavy issue. And I'm a very my love language is touch. So, I feel like intimacy is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's many ways to experience intimacy. As I mentioned before, I am a believer in Christ. I do not believe in premarital sex. However, I know a lot of men are like, well, you've been married before, you have kids, that doesn't make any sense, blah blah blah. That's why I choose to be single,
Hmm.
because a lot of people don't understand the thought process. It has nothing to do with, oh, you've been married before, you had children before. It's an obedience, it is a lifestyle. And so for me, if I can experience intimacy with you on other levels, um, that I feel like can still strengthen a relationship without having intercourse with somebody. So for me, there's many different ways to have intimacy.
Hmm. So no fornicating until you're married. I mean, well, obviously it won't be. There's no
You
fornication.
know what? That's what I believe. However, you know what I'm saying? We're human too. People make mistakes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like that I'm a holy roller and I have not made those mistakes. I've made those mistakes. And the reality of it is, when you're in a relationship and you really care about someone, it is very difficult to keep those boundaries. So it has to be two people on the same page. Hence the reason why I said being with somebody that believes the same, it'll make it easier because you guys have a common, foundation and common understanding. If you don't, it makes it even more difficult to maintain that.
So as far as what I'm gathering, what you're saying is that any man is looking to date you, and obviously you already specified those qualities to make it crystal clear. There's no backsliding in terms of that. From what you said previously, there's no intercourse until you're married.
That's right.
Okay, I'm just checking. So so the fellas know up front, you know what I'm saying, that this is what you said. You know, there's other ways we can be intimate, but just not intercourse. You know what I'm saying? So you are basically, that answers the next question. You are looking to be married again. Damn. What? I mean, because either you're not gonna have sex the rest of your life. I mean, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Listen,
Goodness.
I have learned to discipline myself.
Continue.
I mean,
Continue.
if marriage is something that comes along, great. If it doesn't, I'm not losing sleep.
So
I think marriage is a great institution. However, I feel also that I live my life and I'm pretty happy where I'm at.
got you. So if it happens, it happens. But whatever relationship experience, the end goal isn't necessarily marriage.
No, if I am in a relationship, I would be dating with the intent to marry.
Okay.
I'm not
So
trying
that's
to just have casual dating. Yeah,
right.
that's not me.
So okay. So basically, and obviously you're on the show, so that's why I'm asking that. So anybody who's looking to date you, eventually you would like to be in a relationship that eventually leads to marriage.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, say less. We got that part. So we got the part on intimacy and all that. And that's what, fellas, that's what you have to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I think I've had a couple gentlemen that were on that type of time where they were like, we're willing to wait. I'm with my woman all the way. I support her, and I'm willing to wait until we cross that threshold. We jump the broom. So I can dig it. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of gentlemen out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, continuing on. So your thoughts on, since we got that intimacy part out, your thoughts on, this is a big one, on submission.
What are my thoughts on submission?
Yeah, submission in a marriage relationship. I
I
mean,
think
relationship,
that
I guess. How to
I agree with the Bible. The Bible says that you're supposed to submit yourself to Christ first. The man is supposed to submit himself to Christ,
Okay.
and that they're both supposed to submit themselves to one another. And then also, the woman submits herself to the husband, and the husband is supposed to love his wife as Christ loved the church, which means he gave his life for her, demonstrating the ultimate love of unconditional love and sacrifice and leadership through servanthood. So that's what I believe.
Mm. So if when a man's married to you, or you're married to this man, you guys are in this union, that
It,
submission comes from a biblical perspective, with Christ being the head. And I know you were saying something, I think, on the show the other day about your body not belonging to you. And this isn't necessarily body. I'm just saying, that just came to my mind when you were speaking on that part about the body not belonging to you, so on and so forth.
yeah, when you're married, I believe that your body belongs to your mate. First, it belongs to God as a temple, but your body is your mate's because you become one.
Mm,
So you treat your body the same way, that and your mate the same way that you would treat your own body.
that's right. That temple. So somebody was asking earlier in the chat, and that's what I'm going to ask. How do you feel about, serving your man and things like that?
That's not a
Massaging.
problem. I think it's normal to want to serve the person you love. That's why the Bible talks about submitting yourself to one another.
Mm,
The ultimate act of love is serving, servitude.
hmm. I can dig it. So, fellas, she said that she don't have an issue with that. All that it's spelled out there for you. So don't even concern yourselves with that. She's down for you. Same way you should be down for her. So ideally, you meet this guy. This guy shoots a shot, comes into your life. He doesn't live in Ohio, right? Would you?
No,
No, he has to live in Ohio.
I'm joking. Um, there's a little bit of challenge with living outside and doing long distance, but I think it can work if you make it work.
Mm. Would you be willing to relocate though? Let's say you met this guy in a few states over in Texas. Would you be willing to relocate to be with
So
him?
no, I would never relocate for a man, only because my divorce decree, I have to stay here in Ohio until my children graduate.
And how much longer is that?
12 years.
12 more years? Okay. Just asking for the fellas who, may want to stick around that long, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So basically he has to come, other than it being a long distance relationship. Basically, he either has to be in Ohio or has to come to Ohio.
Yeah, he would. He would be the one that would have to relocate for me or live in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
For this to work. Okay, so fellas, if you're already in Ohio, you good. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, to win this beautiful woman over, you're gonna have to make that trip. You know what I'm saying? And let's make it work. You feel me? What are you laughing about? Yeah.
Because these comments are hilarious. your demographic of men that watch your channel is funny. They're talking about I'm a cafeteria Christian, that I'm ready to get those cheeks slapped. That's hilarious.
Hey
Oh
man,
my god, it's
that's
hilarious.
hey, you already know what it is. But watch your DMs gonna be exploding. You know what I'm saying? So it
I
is what
hope
it
not.
is.
Not with those comments.
Yeah. You know, they could be like, girl, you know, that wasn't me. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? You know, what do I gotta do? You know, I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. You know, and all that. I used to be a you know, anyway, I'm not getting into all that, man. You know, so she's not willing to relocate, guys. You got to come out there. Um, I think that was pretty much all. I think you answered everything, Bianca. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot more about you now. I don't think anybody else had any questions that I saw. You know what I'm saying? Woman keeps herself up. You know what I'm saying? If she's dating, it's intentional. So, guys, you need to come with a ring. You know, if you're really serious. So, anything else you wanted to add,
I
Bianca?
see a lot of them asking questions as to why uh, why did I divorce my husband?
I think you talked about that a few times, but if you want to expound, you know what I'm saying, since you brought it up.
Well, for me, committing adultery
Mm-hmm.
is one of the main reasons.
Right.
So if someone is not faithful, I'm not staying in a relationship. That's a deal breaker. Because to me, that is a coward's way of handling whatever you are having trouble in your relationship. There's many other ways to address what may be a problem in the relationship through counseling,
Right.
talking, all those different things. So if you can't do those things, but your only resort is to cheat, then there we don't need to be together.
Right. So one was infidelity. Were they both infidelity?
One was infidelity. Well, both of them were infidelity, but the first one was very physically abusive.
Gotcha. On top of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you got it. There you have it, fellas. Since y'all were wondering, you know, they're talking about go back to your husband, man. Sometimes, you know, you can't I'm not saying this to be funny, but I mean, y'all would be like she should stay even if she's getting the beaters put on her. Y'all be like she needs to stay with him. You know what I'm saying? That them vows. I think we talked about this too. Like getting on that type of time. You said that it's excusable. What did you say? Divorce is I think you were schooling me on when we did our first live or whatever. You said divorce is permissible if there's infidelity.
Hmm.
And what about abuse?
Yeah, if there's abandonment or abuse. But it's funny because anytime I mention those things, men always typically say, "Well, why did he cheat though?" And that always is mind-boggling to me that
Yeah.
men will say, why did he cheat?" Do men have to have a reason to cheat? Do you get to literally be able to say, "Oh, I did this because you did that"? Are we in
Mm.
elementary right now? Is your bad behavior excusable because somebody else?
Sheesh.
I'm just wondering.
Right.
I'm wondering.
I
So
will
so
see.
wait a minute. My first husband, but why did he punch you in the eye, Bianca? Well, but why? What did you do? Did you do something to cause him to punch you? Do you see how that sounds?
Yeah. No, I don't agree with
I'm
I
just
don't
kind of confused.
yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't agree with either of those either, man. I think that, you know, I don't think a woman shouldn't put her hands on a man either at the end of the day. That goes both ways. You know, cheating because it seems to be some people it's excusable. It's okay if a woman because a woman can't hurt you. And I'm not trying to push this off on women, but that seems to be something that's overlooked, you know. But I don't believe anybody should be putting their hands on anyone else, And or if you're gonna cheat, bruh, like, you know, go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, those things happen, and I'm not excusing it, but those things do happen. So yeah, so y'all got y'all answers now. That's why. That's why. I mean, y'all can do the math. If you asking these questions, y'all can super chat them. You can kind of. She said she got 12 more years, so take a guess. I'm not trying to be funny. She got 12 more years left. You can take a guess on. You can take a guess of how old her youngest child is. You know what I mean? So he ain't 30. I mean, but any but anything else before what can it before we before I have not have you before we find out where we can reach you at, Miss Bianca.
Bianca L. Gibson FIY on Instagram and Bianca L. Gibson on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. And I got your YouTube channel. It's all in the description of this video as well.
Yes.
I don't know if is my mods up in here tonight. I don't even know if my mods are any of my mods were in here tonight. I guess not. Anyway, it's all in the description. So fellas, y'all see it. It's all in the description. Don't come to me saying, "JR, can you talk to Bianca for me?" No, I'm not doing that, man. You can give me $200 and I'll relate. Or excuse me, let's make it 300. Give me $300 and I'll relate a message to her for all you guys that because y'all will get in this chat and talk bold, but then y'all will be in my DMs asking me to hook you up with somebody, and it's just crazy to me, man. But anyway, uh, yeah. So was there anything else you wanted to add that I might have missed, Bianca? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Cool.
Good luck with you guys' dating on the dating scene. I think it's hard for both men and women. I think if you can have all the requirements you want, but love actually kind of supersedes all of that. When you meet someone, sometimes it's unexplainable.
You got that right. You never know. So you might end up with a dude with a big stomach and a bald head. You know what I'm saying? That's a Jew. Excuse me, that's Jewish. Excuse me. I don't want to have my video flag. That's Jewish. So you never know. Or your favorites, the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You might end up with one of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? So but as usual, Bianca, it's been a pleasure. I know your DM's about to get fired up. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Bianca's channel and y'all follow her on TikTok. The links are in the description as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be Bianca's next husband, so quit playing. You know what I'm saying? And she may be able to convert you if y'all on the fence and stuff like that. So hey, the things we do for love. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a pleasure, Bianca. Thank you for joining me or us tonight. And we're gonna see you soon. God willing.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. And guys, that is another episode down of the Cuffing Reason Show. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all waited till she already left to have something to say. So if anybody wants to come on before I go into my little commercials, my JR Wisdom commercials, advertising my products, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to call in. The link is in the chat. If any of y'all looking for love, you might find your next husband or your next ex-husband, your next ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? Your phone might be ringing tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give y'all that chance while I hit about to do my commercials here, and give you a chance to call in. But as usual, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. This is the best dating show on YouTube right now in this space. I'm always bringing quality. I don't even want to say candidates, but we can say candidates, right? Candidates, someone that, people that have interesting perspectives, interesting lives, beautiful people. Everyone that comes on my show is beautiful. I don't care who you are. You're beautiful, beautiful people. So by all means, use your God-given right, shoot your shot, and you never know what could happen, man. So, so with that being said, man, y'all check me out. If this is your first time tuning into a Cuff and Reason show, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys check me out. Having a different guest on here. I think next 2 episodes I'll be ending this season. That way we can gather some more people on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because this is still growing. So we're gonna do that and give you guys a chance to think over if you want to come on or not. So also, if you guys didn't know, I have this other show, since I know a lot of wanted to you guys wanted to see me doing lives more. So I've added Thursday now. So every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing the Fried Chicken and Communion show, where I'll be covering contemporary topics and just topics, just in general, on the fly. It's off the cuff, and it's just me fellowshipping with you guys as well on that same type of time. So you guys can feel free to call in at that time as well to express your opinions on those things. So tune in then. So anyway, man, like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit me up on Calendly and Linktree to book that one-on-one with yours truly if you're looking to get some advice and things of that nature. Putting out content every day. Make sure you guys tune in. Click on all my videos. If you haven't watched any of the Cuff and Reason show, click the playlist that will be on the restream at the end, or it's on my main page where you guys can catch up on all the Cuff and Reasons episodes that you may have missed. And make sure you guys purchase all my books and merch, man. I got my 2 back here as usual. If you guys didn't know, Law of Attraction for the Pessimistic Mind, as well as, let me look back at it because I can't remember the name. Puppeteering with Heartstrings, man. That's what it is. Pick yourself up a copy, guys. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, man. As well as, like, if you guys are looking to build your credit, trying to buy a house, a car, things like that, I produce a few guys that you guys can pick up right now from my website to help you on your own journey. And also, if you're trying to start your own business and things like that. Uncut videos, uncensored videos are on my YouTube membership. So you guys join up, become a member today. It's right below this video. If you see where it says join, click on that. As well as my Patreon, where I'm offering that almost the same stuff on Patreon as well. But now I'm bringing to you also self-improvement videos, guys, on how to build your credit on there, grooming, dating, personal finance, travel, how you guys can travel and without spending any money up front, as well as getting your passport, just things like that to help improve the quality of your life. And if that sounds cool, you know what I'm saying, and you're interested in that, make sure you guys join up on my Patreon and or my YouTube membership to get access to that stuff, man. So with that being said, man, do a few shout outs here before I get up off here. See who's all on here, who's not acting a fool. There we go. I don't see nothing that struck me. So, man, anyway. Um Shout out to everybody, man. Anyway, it's getting late, guys. This shirt is getting extra tight the longer I'm wearing it. So go ahead and take this off here. Y'all want to hear some music, man, before I get up out of here, man? Because I know they're gonna I have to play my outro music here before we get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who's tuning in on Thursday, man, for the Fried Chicken and Communion podcast? Let me know. Drop it and hit that like button if you guys are in here before I get up out of here, man. My voice is probably all out of the mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking dusty. Dusty this evening. Oh, man. Hey man, let me know. Hit a one if you guys are tuning in to the I'm about to say the cupping reasons. If you guys are tuning in on Thursday, man, hit that. Should I do a giveaway? Should I do a giveaway on this Thursday? I did 2 giveaways last Thursday. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna do a giveaway this Thursday, maybe. So make sure you guys tune in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing I'll decide. I'll let you guys know that morning if I do a giveaway. But if you tuning in this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Fried Chicken and Communion podcast, hit a one below, man. Just hit that one below. You know what I mean? I know I might be playing myself by asking that, but it is what it is, man. Probably playing myself. Nah, yeah, episode one was last Thursday. Shout out to Chip. I see Chip is the only one tuning in. Dre Face, okay. Got 60 something people in here. All 61 should be on that type of time. Tracy, okay. Black Rain, continue. This is good. Open combo. Man, I'm feeling the love, baby. I'm feeling the love. Jesse Kirkland, shout out, shout out. Start doing cupping reason with pink toes. I don't know what is that. I guess I'm from the South. I'm slow. With pink toes, views gonna blow up. What does that mean? You driving? You'll be driving Thursday at 8 p.m. Axelrod, Horowitz. Y'all be having these names, boy. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. I definitely okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah, if y'all got some of them, if y'all got some persuasion ladies, yeah, send them to me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got some ladies of persuasion, I'll be glad to have them on the show. That's a brother's kryptonite, right? Nah, it's not a panel. It's just a call in. It's not a panel. You can call in. Whatever topics I'm covering, you can express your thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he said, "Sheesh, bruh. I don't even know if I can chop this up, man." But yeah, if y'all believers in Jesus Christ and you know things like that, make sure y'all hit up Bianca. You know she could change your life. I like my women Spanish. Spanish? You like them Spanish or Spanish speaking? Because there's a difference. Oh man, you gotta save all this, man. Save all this for Thursday night, man. Let me go ahead and go ahead and play some music before we get up out of here, folks. You know, playing too many ads up in
advertising on YouTube, I know that making an authentic video with a
Don't you
clear
hate when they
call
do
to
that?
action is the key to getting
This show is
results.
so ghetto, man. You gonna say pause? I bet if I took this off, you would still be watching. Y'all cats are crazy. Like I'm about to strip. I'm about to strip. It'd be main dudes sitting here watching. I mean, if you stuck around, that's still suspect. But I feel you though. Check it out, man. Hey, y'all been good tonight, man. You know, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, it's time to call it a night. You know, get up out my church clothes. You know, get into something. You know. Anyway. So with that being said, listen. Hey, I need a nice BBW. So if you want to send some BBWs on here, I definitely bring her on. I need a nice BBW on here. You know what I'm saying? 260 and up. But she looking like 120 in the face. You feel me? So anyway, man, with that being said, listen, man, this is your host once again, JR Wisdom with the JR Wisdom channel. Peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Y'all have a